Who doesn't love having a great conversation, uplifting with one of your girlfriends when all you do is just sit back and kiki just about any and everything? Today's episode is just that. We are bringing you some of our chit chat that we have, things and topics that we talk about when we're on the phone. I love speaking with Miss T. All we do is laugh, and laugh. So let's go ahead and get into today's video. Hey, and welcome back. Today is our 10th episode.
All right.
I'm so excited about number 10 for today and how our podcast is growing every week. So that's an excitement. And today's segment, we're just going to bring to you a little chit chat, a little chitter and a chatter. And we came upon this title because when we spoke on the phone earlier during the week, we really have a great time on the phone. We laugh the entire time that we're on the phone. And I just thought that maybe we could bring some of that banter to the podcast. So let's talk about it.
Okay, well, I am Miss T.
Yes, and I am Cece, your co-host, and welcome to Are You For Real podcast. Okay, so one of the things that you had brought up on the telephone call, you said, have you started or stopped your resolutions? If you got resolutions, are you sticking to them? Because we're only midway through the month, and have you dropped them or are you still doing them? So
yeah, and because we are halfway through the first month of 2026. So, and I'm still excited. I know there's so much going on. Mm-hmm. And you know what, guys? 2020. Okay, we survived 2025. Okay.
Yeah, we did.
So now leave the bad stuff, but getting those things behind and reaching forward to that which is ahead.
Right.
So let's leave the bad in 2025 and let's talk about the good and bring the good into 2026. So I know most of you, your resolutions, you haven't kept them. That first week, maybe. That second week, 1 or 2. And we're into the third week now and almost to the end of this month. So if you didn't keep them, if you didn't stick to your goals, then don't beat yourself up. Start today. You can always start over, because I know some things that I wanted to do, I didn't do. Mm-hmm. But, I plan on doing them in 2026. And one thing that I want to do that I didn't do, but you said you're going to do it with me, I still want to do the zip line.
Yes.
I have been talking about that. So I plan on doing that. And I know I'm healed, but my vision has not stopped me from doing anything. So maybe you were alone and you didn't think you could do it, yeah. or your standards were a little bit too high. Everybody talks about going to the gym. Forget the gym. Walk in your neighborhood. Walk around your house. You can do something as far as exercise. That's the first thing everybody said, exercise and losing weight.
Right, because if you don't use it, you're gonna lose it.
Right. So I just say, get over it. Just think about what you do have and not what you don't have.
Right. And I checked on the zip lining, and the one that's closest to here is not really a real zip line. It's like a seated thing. We would have to drive out a little far, so we'd have to take a day trip to go to.
Well, that's what we said.
One of those ones, it zips over like a wild animal sanctuary. So when you zipping down, you see giraffes and different things. So it's that's the only one that I saw was 2.
Well, I saw one in Queen Creek. Is that the one? It's over a park.
Yeah, that one. Mm-hmm. But that park is a natural animal life.
Right.
It is.
Well, I don't plan on following.
Well, I know you don't. I don't either. I mean, yeah, but
yeah, well, it's around the park.
But it's when you saying like a park, you said it all like willy and nilly, like, oh, over the park. No, it's a park that got rhinoceroses. and lions and tigers and bears.
But we're
not in Kansas anymore. I was like, and I was, so you okay? Because I said, I don't think she would want to go over an animal kingdom.
Well, because either there or the one that was in Vegas, it was in.
Oh yeah. I did see the one where you lay down. You can.
No, I'm not laying down.
She's on anything.
You are sitting up, and they have you all changed in and stuff. You're going to be safety.
But what are the examples of the anythings?
I'm not laying down. I'm going to be where I can see where I'm going. Okay.
This is what we do on the phone.
I'm going to be going, and I'm going to see where I'm going. I'm going to be sitting up.
Were you going first?
Yeah, I'll go first. I have no problem with it.
Maybe I should.
I'm just scared.
No, I want to go. So let's try to.
We have to check it out, right?
Let's check. No, for real. Okay, so maybe like next week, let's just really before we start the podcast, let's really buckle in and make a decision, and then I can prepare.
I've already made my decision.
Well, not that. I mean, just decide on which one we're gonna go and make a date or a time.
We have to research.
Let's lock it in.
Okay.
And then we know we're going.
Okay. Research.
And we're gonna film. So this is gonna be one of our first field trips for this bucket list. I don't have a bucket list.
I told you mine is a pail. It's only one.
A pail.
I don't have a bucket list.
You don't have?
No.
The only thing I wanted to do that I thought was different was do an indoor rock climbing, not go on outside.
We have that here. I think it's in Peoria. We have that.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to do is the indoor rock climbing.
No, I'm not doing
But I don't. Let me see. Do I have anything else that I would want to do? I mean, I want to travel. I plan on getting my passport before the end of this. Well, at least
I'm not going out of the country.
You don't go out the country? I want to go.
It's crazy here, so there's crazy over there, and I got to deal with the crazy here.
Yeah, I was planning to go. My mom wanted to go to Thailand.
Well, you guys have a good trip.
I bring you back a t-shirt.
Thank you. That's as close as I'm getting to Thailand.
So I want to do some traveling, but we did talk about taking the train too. So maybe we could do something with the train, like a train. Should we do an overnight trip?
It could. Well, they have the train that goes to Prescott. That's here. That's a day trip.
Ooh,
it's okay. You go there and then they turn around, you come back, and sometimes you can see wildlife, and I like that to see wildlife out there because I like to see animals.
Look out the windows and stuff. Yeah, I like to look out the windows.
So
too.
I mean, we can do that train, but I've been on trains. I love trains. I used to go from Arkansas to St. Louis on trains.
Oh wow! I've never been on a train. Not to travel, actually going to a different state. I've been on a train. Well, I don't think the Metro Rail is considered. That's the closest I've gotten to a train was a Metro. That's not a train.
No,
that's a Metro Rail. All right.
No.
But getting back to the question, girl. As far as I don't make resolutions. I use a vision board, and I just check it out. And the thing, so I don't know how long ago it was, but what is the guy from the Family Feud?
Oh, Steve
Harvey. He said write down 100 things. So 3 years ago, I wrote down 100 things, and I went to check it. And girl, I was checking off stuff left by left.
Okay.
Just checking them off. So if you put it into the universe and you really just forget about it, some of that stuff comes true, but you gotta write it down. But I don't even really know anybody who didn't stick with a resolution.
When did they make them, first of all?
Patrick doesn't make resolutions. I really don't. I stopped doing resolutions years ago because I never could stick with them.
Well, I mostly have mine in my mind. And I had 3 things I wanted to do in the podcast, and this was one of them.
Oh wow!
And I had published my books. I've written a book, but I haven't published it. And then I just wanted a really healthy, good idea that would help people, and I haven't really known what that's going to be. But I've been here over 70 years, so I've done a lot of things. I haven't really enjoyed my life. So what I'm saying is, you can do things by yourself. A lot of times you make these resolutions, and you don't want to do them by yourself. I don't really want to walk by myself.
Right.
But this year, I am determined. We have a very nice park here.
You do.
Where the lake is.
Yeah.
Not just here where I stay, but in Surprise. And you know that lake up there by the library.
Yes, most definitely.
Okay, so it's
Yeah.
guys, it's really nice. It's a lake. You can go fishing there, and it's not catch and release. You can keep them.
Yeah.
And they have the kids playing. They have a dog park, a small one and a big one. You can go fishing. So it's so many things that you can do there. And I love to walk around. I don't know how they tell you how far it is when you go around so
like
many
how
times.
many times
how
to
many
make a
miles.
mile.
Yeah. And they had and it's really nice. And I used to do that 2 or 3 times a week. I used to go out there. Sometimes I go get my lunch and just go and sit out. And
Oh wow.
they have picnic tables
They
out
do.
there. So it's really nice. And I don't know why more people don't go and enjoy it. Have a picnic, So I'm determined. And so what I have been doing on Fridays, every Friday, I take myself out. Like if I haven't gone out with somebody or nobody calls me.
A solo day.
Yeah. So I've gone to, I went to, where did I go? One Friday, I went to, we have a little swap meet, Sprouts.
Okay. Posada? The new one?
No, here in Surprise.
Okay.
We have a Sprouts here in Surprise. This is the first one.
Okay.
So I went to Sprouts. I went to Barnes and Noble. I went to Best Buy. And I went by myself.
Right.
Because you can't always depend on people going with you. So, get out and do things and you can meet people. You can do stuff by yourself. I know a lot of people don't. We have a restaurant here called Culver's Fast Food, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, that's the best one.
They have the best hamburgers.
Yes, they do.
So I want a hamburger so bad. I called the Uber, took me to Culver's.
Right.
Did my little combo, sat at the window, had my little food. Then I I called them back. They took me to Walmart. I did a little bit shopping at Walmart. And then I came home. And I have low vision, but I can do stuff by myself. So don't be afraid. Fear is really all in your mind, because most of the time fear is just a imaginary thing.
Right.
It's not about life and death. You just are afraid to get out on your own, but you can do it by yourself.
Yeah, so how much is an Uber ride to from here to
Well, I have a
Culver's?
senior discount, so we won't go into that. But anyway, but Ubers are expensive. But if you're in your state, you may have a program for the Uber.
Okay.
And so I'm on a program, and it's called Ride Choice. So it's much cheaper for us.
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
And I know I got on it because of my vision, because they consider me disabled. I have low vision, but I don't consider myself disabled because I'm still doing things.
Okay.
But when I first started doing that, but check in your city, especially for seniors.
Well, that would be kind of interesting to just not have the responsibility of driving. If I wanted just to go, down the way, down to the Posada Square and just drop me off, and I don't have to worry about
traffic.
nothing.
Yeah, parking.
Just chauffeur.
Right.
Yeah. Chauffeur.
Right.
Yeah, I have a chauffeur, and that'll be kind of fun. Maybe I should do that. Just take a Uber.
We could do it together, because they always ask me, is somebody else coming with you? And so that's and it's the same fare. I pay for it because it's on my card, on my dime.
Oh, okay. And we just go down and then okay.
And they drop you off. And then you could either make a round trip. You could either say, okay, come back and pick us up at 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock. Or you can wait, and when you get ready to come back, you can call them and they'll come and get you.
Oh, that's really
It's really nice. I tell them, my older people, a lot of people are still driving. But as you get older, you may not be able to drive, and you may not want to drive. And so that's something to think about.
That sounds very interesting, actually.
It's good.
So have no responsibility.
And they take you anywhere. They take me to church. They take me to get my nails done. And I got my nails done. I used to go with a friend of mine, but I still get my nails done. The only thing, I really can't see the color, so I need to buy a color and take that with it, because those people in there act like they don't see the color. I'm telling them what color I want and stuff, and I ended up with the wrong color. So, but I still go and get my nails done. I can do it by myself. Okay?
So you don't, but I know you don't do resolutions, because you said on the last
I set goals. I didn't really set a goal this year. I just set a goal that I was going to get out more, not trying to really depend on people.
And the more, this one right here, you definitely been working on the more, and you have been getting out. I'm so proud of you.
Yeah, I've been really getting out, and people have been, some of my neighbors, and I met new people, and they go out, and so I really have been getting out. So you can go out, you just have to find a way to do it.
Right.
So
that was your goals, to get out more. Did you have any other goals that you set for yourself for this year?
No, other than the zip line and
Being a social butterfly.
yeah. Because I was supposed to ride the bike. So you guys pray for me.
Yeah.
My neighbor fixed the bike. Now I used to ride the bike, but I haven't been on the bike in several years. Got on the bike twice and I almost fell off. So it's not coming. It was easy then, but now, I really got to be careful. So I got the helmet and stuff. And somebody told me I need to go. They told me I needed to go get the elbow and the knee and all that kind of stuff. So,
you don't get your legs all scraped up.
Right. So,
oh my gosh, girl, you better not follow up.
I know, but I tried it twice.
But it's the law, so you have
the helmet and stuff.
Yeah,
but you don't have to have all the other stuff, right?
No, when you're on a bike, I guess. No,
because they don't do
not
it
just
here.
this, but you have. It's by law, you have to have a helmet.
Oh yeah,
you're riding on the
street.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
Yeah, but I don't have that other stuff.
Yeah, I have a bike too, but I don't think I have a helmet, so I wouldn't be able to ride with you.
Oh well, I got 4 helmets.
I really tried.
Hey, I have 3 bicycles, you guys. No excuse.
Well, then maybe
There's no
maybe like a
excuse.
Saturday morning. So you have more than one bike.
No, but I got to get back on the bike first.
Well, once you get steady,
Right.
I'll come. If you want to go like on Saturday morning, we could ride bikes in the morning because this is beautiful over here. It'd be nice.
And we have bike trails.
Oh, that would be really nice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so another thing you mentioned on the phone, you said, don't give up.
Right.
Don't give up what you do. Because I like, don't give up. And then the next part was, what do you do to tell yourself to keep going? Yeah.
Well, because I talk to myself. I have declarations that I do every morning, and like this morning you were saying, you didn't have such a good day yesterday, and I didn't have such a good day today. And so today, because my alarm usually goes off at like 7 a.m. because I have so when it goes off, I'll say my declarations. I'll pray for my family and friends. I pray for this country. I'm definitely praying for the country. I pray for the leaders. I don't care who's in charge. You need to pray for everybody. And I do that. And so this morning, I did not want to get up.
Right.
So I pulled them covers over my head like I couldn't get up. And so I said, no, this is not a bad day. Because I was telling Cheryl, I don't have bad days. I have good days or great days. But I don't have bad days.
I was like, what?
Right, that's what she said. Well, you don't have anybody but yourself. But I'm still dealing with people. I mean, I'm still running a household. I still have to deal with people that say they're going to come at a certain time and they don't come. So, but I don't let that bother me. And now, since with what I'm going through and at my age, I have an A, B, and C plan. I just can't have an A plan.
Yeah.
But this morning, you guys, and they were talking about these little jingles and raps. So this morning I told myself, get up out of that bed, wash your face, put on some clothes and do something. So I'm telling you, get out of that bed, wash your face, put on some clothes and do something.
Do something.
I don't care if you get up and the dishes in the sink and you didn't wash them last night, wash the dishes. Okay.
Yeah.
That's my thing. So, but I say, I'm loved, I'm forgiven, I'm healthy, I'm wealthy, I'm wise. I'm blessed going in, blessed going out. And sometimes you have to encourage yourself. You can't wait for other people to encourage you. Encourage yourself. You have to love yourself. And I told you, love yourself. I said, be in love with yourself.
Why you keep reminding me of that part?
Love yourself. And if you don't love yourself, you can't love anybody else.
You're right.
So you can't give what you don't have. Okay.
Because I did give up. I'd be so mad. I just want to be. I just want to be mad. Like I can't be mad. Nope.
You can't. And so stop having.
I didn't tell myself nothing. Like I called you.
Right. And I had you laughing before we got off the phone.
Yes, you did.
Okay. So stop the pity parties, because pity parties don't help anybody.
That's true.
Nobody. They don't help you. They don't help anybody. So look at what you have, and we are so blessed in this nation, in this country. If you're blessed to have family and friends, you have a nice place to live. If you have food, clothing, and shelter, if you have transportation, that's a blessing. So look at the blessings. Don't look at what you don't have.
Because what I did yesterday between talking off the phone with you and today, I published 2 more journals.
Okay.
And a coloring book.
Oh. Are you going to show them your journal?
Give me shot, girl. I'm shy.
Oh, shy, my foot.
Yeah, this is like the first series of my Hey Girl journal. It's it's for women of color. It has a calendar in it. It has scriptures. It has beautiful pictures of African American women. It has a reflection page, and it has writing pages. And I just like the cover is awesome. And I did that myself. I designed this cover with AI.
Okay.
So that's my own creation. Yeah.
Okay,
so I'm really proud of that one.
She is creative.
That's what I did to very beautiful cover. That's what I did to like get out of my slump. So I realized that I need to be doing something at all times. Like I just take care of the kids and do the cooking and stuff like that, but I still need a project. And from time to time, I work on projects. This is one of the projects that I'm working on too, but I need to like do a little bit towards it every day. Like not just on the day of. That's what I've been doing. I mean, I think we're doing great, but I would like to run it like a business. This is like we're building our business. So every day, Monday through Friday, I need to be kind of doing something towards our business. So moving forward, I'm just going to keep myself busy. I cannot at this age dealing with this menopause sit idle. I can't. I just can't. So I have to keep myself busy.
Okay.
So that's what I do is I create.
Yeah, and you are a creative can-do person. And I know young people, but as we coming up, we didn't have all this technology. So we had to work on stuff. We had to write it out. We had to type it, typewriters. And so now you guys are a little faster. But I think about this podcast every day. And I'm talking about it, and I'll get in my room and I'll start talking, going over with with God, talking about this and what we were talking about and different things. And I see stuff on TV that's ridiculous. And so I said, that's something that we can talk about because people are talking about crazy stuff. So, but I was telling Cheryl, everybody needs to take 10 or 15 minutes
you did
a
say
day.
that.
Cut the phone, the TV, and everything off. And so a 10-minute walk. If you can't take 10 or 15 minutes out for yourself, you're too busy. So I don't care if I have rocking chairs. I love to rock. So I get in a rocking chair. I may just sit there and I don't get up with the news. I don't go to bed with the news. Everybody but you know what? Because the news is bad news. Most of it is bad. And you don't have to hear the news when you first get up. I need to know what's going on. It's bad. We know what's going on. And if you're not doing anything to help it, if you don't have a suggestion or you're not getting involved in it, why do you think that you have to listen to the news 24/7? Okay? So I do listen to local news around 12 o'clock. I like that. And I listen to world news. But I take 10 to 15 minutes of just, looking out the window or sitting on the patio.
That's a good idea.
Or I walk down, I take the long walk to my mailbox. My mailbox is right outside my house, but I take the walk all the way down to the end of the street, come all the way around, and come back to my mailbox and get my mail. So you need to be out there doing something, and you need the vitamin D. That's what we need. That.
You do.
So I don't care if you just go out and stand on the porch for 10 minutes and just look at the birds and look at the trees and just look at nature. Do something. That's what I'm saying. Do something. Okay. Everybody complaining. Okay, so do something.
Do something about it. So, what's on your to-do list right now?
But as far as every day or just something
that you need to do, like have you done what you needed to do for this week, or are you planning already? Today's Thursday, so are you looking at what you're going to do for next week? But what is generally on your to-do list?
Well, I have a calendar, and I know you have the calendar, but I have a calendar that I write on. Me too. So I have appointments, and I have certain things that I do every day. Every week there's a person that comes and helps me twice a month. So I have that person's name in there. I have a support group on Fridays concerning my vision. And it's really a good support group. And a lot of those people are totally blind. And they will put you to shame some of the stuff that they do.
That they're doing.
Oh my goodness. And so I got to get on the good foot because they really, they really doing a lot.
That's probably what most people need to do, is to be in a situation where there are people less fortunate that don't let it hold them back. That would make you feel some kind of way to do more with your life. If they can do it, you sure can do it. So that's an inspiration, actually. That gives you motivation.
It does. And they talk about the things that they do because when it first happened, most of the people, some were born blind, but most of these people got the vision like I did. I lost at least 90% of my vision.
That's
and
a
I'm
lot.
saying, what the heck am I going to do? And so you have to advocate for yourself. You have to really get out there. And a lot of these services that I have, I don't even remember how I got them. But I had to call the county, and somebody had given me a book with senior living that I had never really used. I had to use that book, and I called and got the different services that I have. So I get meals 5 days a week. Because I really can't cook. Cook. I really can't cook it for anybody else. But I can put my breakfast and everything together.
Right.
So, but I have to put on the calendar and remind me. The podcast is today. Have that on there and everything. So, I really have a plan. And usually on Saturdays, I'll usually go, maybe not every Saturday, but some Saturdays I'll make sure I go to Walmart and get my groceries.
Right.
And I'll go by myself, and then sometimes somebody will call me and say, "Oh, I'm going to this store. Would you like to go?" But that's not something I depend on because it's not something on a regular basis. So I used to be Miss Independent before this happened, but now I am depending on, and even the ride share people told me, one guy said, "Well, at least you got all of us as your chauffeurs, so don't worry about it." And a lot of them, when I mentioned my vision, they'll like, I'm not saying it to them to get pity or anything.
Right.
But I'm just letting them know what's going on. And one guy told me, he said, "You really have a good attitude." I said, "What other attitude is there to have? This is my life right now.
Right.
And I have to deal with it." So you do the best that you can.
Now, how much percentage did you get back so far, do you think?
I think I got maybe 50% back, maybe. Because see, I couldn't even see my hand in front of my face.
Right. Oh, I know. When I came to see you, I knew you could see.
I couldn't see anything.
I was right here. You was like, I don't know. I think you were kind of using your ear to kind of listen more than look. But I knew that you couldn't see.
Yeah. So
really
it was.
See me.
Yeah, it was as bad as when people would they would go to the doctor.
But your attitude was great.
Right. I thank God for that.
Yeah.
But people would have to tell, "Step up. There's a curve," or I couldn't see that. And then I'm going to the doctor. "Oh, this is the door you have to go through." So now I can go. And one story I want to tell, and it's so good. That lady that's on there with that omega-3, and she said, "I'm proud of myself." You seen that?
Yes.
Well, last December, because whenever we go to these things to check in, I never could check in.
Right.
I always had to get help from somebody. I have to wait for them to get through what they're doing and come help me check in. Last month, I was able to check myself in. And I said to myself, "I'm proud of myself." That's what she always said when she does with that. So I was really proud of myself that I can go now, and I was able to check myself in, and I didn't even help.
And we forget about we take for granted the things that we do when we can't do them. They're major because you can't do them.
Right. Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah. So get out there and do something. Okay.
So you also brought up on the conversation, you was like, "Girl," like what? Well, you don't say girl, but
we can.
Yeah, we do, kind of, sort of.
Right.
But why do people think that they have to do things by themselves? Like you were talking about, why do people always think that they don't need nobody? That was kind of where you were going with it.
Yeah. And you know what? Well, some people think that, but everybody needs somebody. If it's not anything but just to encourage somebody. I thank God for the friends that I have that I've had for over 20 years.
Right.
And so they're in other states, so it's nothing they can really do for me. But they call and check on me. We get on the phone and we talk. I got some friends that I at least talk to maybe once a week. We're not talking every day. But that's really good that people do call and check on me, and I have people that I call and check on. So that's really good. And you need somebody. And that's why a lot of you are probably miserable. You know, you're so mean and miserable because you don't have anybody in your life. You don't have any responsibility.
Yeah.
And you need some responsibility, you know, whatever it is. So I just say, you know, get out there. Like I said, I know I can do things by myself. Okay, I was doing it before this happened, and I can do it now. Like I said, I wanted to a hamburger, and nobody called me and asked me to go to lunch. I took myself to lunch. I don't have to wait on somebody to take me to lunch. Please. So I took myself. So,
you know, on YouTube, like solo dating is a big thing. They film like themselves taking themselves out eating. They film themselves eating. Like it's a big thing. Solo dates.
Well, I know you can't film yet. Date.
Well, that's kind of like, I mean, but that, I'm saying it's the thing.
Right.
It's the thing. So like what you're doing, like they're filming, it's a whole video, like an hour of them just being by themselves, going shopping, going to dinner, getting flowers and lighting candles. It's the thing, girl. So you own to something.
Yeah,
girl.
well, you know, that is nice because you can do something for yourself, because I love flowers. So I can get, I used to get flowers around the holidays. Because when I was in California, we had the flower mart. So you could go to the flower mart and get the same price that the other people were getting.
Right.
So the discount. So I used to go to the flower mart on Saturdays. And
downtown.
Downtown.
Yeah, it's nice down there.
California.
Yeah, it's nice down there. They have everything.
So I can understand that. But, you know, don't get too much of being alone. You know, I want to get back to, we used to have, before the pandemic, we used to have a luncheon group. And it grew from 10 to 15 people to 20 to almost 30 people.
Wow.
And we would go to lunch once a month. So I really want to start that back.
Ooh.
You know, and then you can start a book club. You can start a luncheon group at your house. You can have 2 or 3 people at your house. You don't have to have a whole group of people.
Right.
But you can do that maybe once or twice a month. So I want to really get, because I like to entertain. You know, I like to entertain.
I do too.
And so I haven't done that. I haven't been able to do it because of my vision. But I like to. I used to have card parties. I didn't even play cards, but I would have card parties, and my friends, I'd be, you know, serving, and we'd have food and stuff. And we'd have a good time. So just do something for somebody else. If you do something for somebody else, it said it's better to give than to receive. But when you give, you're going to receive something back. You really are.
Yeah, I do agree. I do agree that we need people to help us just to maintain, to get through, to be accountable.
Right.
You know,
responsible, committed.
To talk to, have an outlet.
Right.
I mean, a friendship or relationship offers, you don't have to be married or boyfriend and girlfriend.
Right.
It's still a relationship that you're building. You're building trust, and you're building, you know, the same things that you would build in a loving, like a man and a woman relationship. I don't know, like you're still building. I think sometimes friends break up is harder than because my little friend, I had a friend, and it just kind of sidetracked me, and it was just over like that in one phone call. And it took me a while to get over that, but that was like the second time that we had kind of fallen out. So I don't know, but yeah, like that hurt my feelings.
Oh yeah, it
does.
So
Patrick was like, you taking that really hard. I said, well, yeah, like it was a relationship.
Well, see, and you pick your friends, your family, you have no choice.
Yeah, you have no choice.
So you pick your friends.
But I
so
guess
it is kind of, it is hard. But you know, I have male friends, are only male friends.
Right. Well, yeah, most of my friends are male too. Right. I don't know. I guess I'm just more, I have more of, I get along better with men than women. But the men that like know me, they're really cool with me. It's kind of like I'm one of the guys. Like it's not nothing. Like I'm really like I don't know how to explain it. I know. Okay, so let me tell you the story. So I was at Walmart working, and was I working or was I shopping? I think I was shopping for like the holidays, right, for like Thanksgiving. And Patrick had showed up at the store. So I was like, oh, let me introduce my friend, because you know I know other people in the store. I said, oh, let me introduce my friend. Girl, come to find out when I introduced, they was like, your husband. And I was like, I got this ready. Like they was like, I ain't seen no ring. I was like, oh, so you really not my friend. So most of them guys, like for me, they don't come at me, but I think they be liking me. but they know it ain't no way in hell. Like, I don't know. But then when I introduced, I mean, they was really taken back and really kind of like had an attitude that I was introducing my husband to them. So I was like, oh, and then the person's like, you ain't got no friends, because the guy never came over. Cause he's like, he was looking, he was like,
no
so you ain't got no ain't no friends. So the people that I would say associates more than friends.
Right. Yeah.
I found out that they were not my friends; they were my associates. I mean, these people have given me gifts, and we might go not the male people, but like some of the lady friends. That I go, but we have conversation. Like one of the guys who works in produce, he was sick, and I had brought him some chicken soup. Like we're close, like we're friends like that.
Right.
He didn't have nothing to say about it, but it was the other guys that I thought that we was more on the cooler side, and we were not.
Right.
They was like, "What? You a what? A what?" I said, "Well, I'm married. I got a wedding ring. Oh, you got a wedding ring on." Okay.
They
I see where this is going.
that's all.
Yeah, they ignored it. So yeah, I'm not as friendly when I go to Walmart with the associates as I was. It's I don't get no, you don't get no hug no more, because those wasn't friendly hugs. You was just trying to cop a feel. I've been getting too friendly with male men. So now I see that their intentions are. I'm not as friendly. So that's one of my goals this year, is to not be so friendly.
Yeah, because you are friendly.
I'm very friendly. Now, it's not like I just hug on men and I just go around. Like, it's babies, it's women, it's kids, like dogs, cat. Like I treat, and the funny thing about it is, like, they think that, oh, they're special, but they don't realize that I treat everybody the same exact way, because they don't know me that well.
Right.
But so yeah, I'm gonna tone it down a little bit. At least to the men's is. But yeah, but it's really sad that you just can't like be yourself and just and not be. But yeah, I don't even know where I'm going with this, but I don't
either. But anyway,
we can yeah.
But it's good to have friends, and it's good to be friendly, because this person that I met at the store, and I had left my phone.
Right.
And the store people in there act like they couldn't help me. And she heard what I was going through, and she said, "Can I help you?" Mm-hmm. And so she took me home, and I had just met her that day, and she lives in here where I live.
Oh wow!
And so she said, "Do you mind if you can't get the person who's supposed to pick you up, it's okay if I take you home." So she took me home, and I had left my phone at home, which was crazy. And then I called the person and told them, and they said, "Where are you?" I said, "I was in front of the store, so you were on your phone and you didn't even check to see if I was out there." Mm-hmm. And it was 30 minutes. So I came home and called, and they said, "Oh, I'm sorry, blah, blah." I said, "Whatever."
That was nice.
But that was really nice. And so we've been friends since, and we've gone out. She and I have gone out. We've gone out to lunch. We've gone out to the different things that we have here in Surprise and Sun City West. So you meet people. But I have 2 male friends that I've been friends with them since we were in high school.
Right.
And one lives in Michigan, and one lives in Arkansas. And my friend in Michigan, we talk every day. Not every day, I'm sorry. We talk weekly. Mm-hmm. So we call each other about Thursday, talk about different things. And of course, he's watching his games and stuff like that. So I'll call him, or he'll call me. "You didn't call me." I said, "Because I know you're watching the game and you don't want to talk." Okay, so I didn't call you. But we've really been good friends. And I've been friends with him. And when he went to Vietnam, I wrote him, and he had me to write one of his friends, one of the guys there at the thing. And I said, "It's enough for me to write you. Why are you trying to get me to write somebody else?" And he told me, "Well, he doesn't get any letters." And I said, "He doesn't get any letters? I'm sorry." But when I met him, I know why he didn't get any letters. The man was crazy. Good looking guy, crazy as I don't know what.
Oh my God.
And so I met him, and I said, I said, this guy was crazy. That's why he wasn't getting any letters from me.
Right. He said, "Just trying to set you up, girl."
Right. But so I've been knowing him since high school, and we still talk. And when he was married, I didn't call him, he didn't call me. And then when he got divorced, we started talking again. But he's in a whole nother state. So he talks, and he was checking on me more than my brother. Yeah. And my other friend that lives in Arkansas, his family was really good to me when my mother passed. I was a senior in high school when my mother passed.
Yeah,
And they lived down the street, and they took me in just like I was one of their siblings. And so we've been friends ever since.
Yeah.
And he's married to my first grade friend. I met her in first grade, and they're married.
You said, yeah,
They're still married.
mentioned your best friend.
So they so we're still friends. We're still alive, and we're still here. So you can have good friendships, but you have to, in order to have friends, you have to show yourself friendly, and you have to have some boundaries. And people usually, when you meet, they know what those boundaries are. Really, you don't really have to really put them out there, because the people that you meet are people kind of like yourself.
Okay, like the energy, you're putting out that energy, and you're attracting those type of people.
Right.
Yeah, that is true.
Right.
So then our conversation switched over, and you were talking about, you said, so when I called today to touch bases about what we're going to talk about on the show, you brought up that you had saw something on TV. It was considered to be like a hot topic, and they were talking about how
the chores. Yeah,
children.
Yes, I was looking at this now. When I came up, we had chores.
Right.
They act like now that they can't give kids chores. They need to have chores, or they have to get paid. We didn't get paid. We got a little allowance, but it wasn't for doing chores.
Right.
But now the kid wash dishes and you got to pay him. You let this child know, I'm providing for you. And they were saying, what it was, they were showing this list of chores that they had for this little boy. And I don't know how old he was, maybe he was 7 or 8 or anything. He didn't have that many chores. And some people said, oh, that was just too many. It was a little boy. I saw him out there. It looked like he was out there emptying a vacuum cleaner. I don't know what he was doing. But anyway, they showed the list, and it was a list, but it probably wasn't that much.
Right.
And when I came up, my duties when I could, I washed dishes. I had to dust. I helped my mother on Saturdays with the wash. I would sweep. And my mother and father must have had an agreement, because my mother did everything in the house. Right. And my father and brother did everything outside the house, including he did the gardening. The garden was his. It wasn't my mother. She went out there and got what she needed, but I never saw her go out there and help my father in the garden. And he cut the yard. He cut the alley. He kept the yard and everything. We had an apple tree. We had we had a pear tree. We had a fig tree. Ooh. He had tomatoes. And he had a garden. And the backyard. We had a big backyard. It was fenced in. Right. And then the front yard, Daddy put a swing on the porch where we could swing. And then he had a swing on the big oak tree that we had. And when people would come by, walking by, sometimes the people, you go out there and people sitting in our swing, they didn't know us and we didn't know them, but we didn't tell them get out of our yard because the yard was open. Yeah. How could you pass by a swing and not want to swing? Right. And some people come from the store and they were tired. They just sit there and my father, like they said, I talked to everybody, and my father was real friendly. My mother was mostly in the house doing stuff. She'd come out sometimes, but she mostly stayed in the house or whatever. So my father, I guess she was an introvert. My father was an introvert. So, but I had chores, and they act like they can't give these kids chores. They're on the computer. You control that house. You need to have them. They need to make their bed. I make my bed every day. Right. Some people never make their bed. So, but I make my bed every day because the room, I want my room to look neat and nice. But if the bed is unmade, it's terrible. Right. So I do make the bed. I make the bed every day. Yeah. I make the bed every day. Yeah. And that's a chore that the kids can do. Yeah. Well, please, Coco is still sleeping with me. So that's another. I have issues, and I really haven't done very much about it because I have just so much on my plate. Because I homeschool the kids. So gradually trying to get the stuff done before the sun go down. Because it takes all day from 7 in the morning to sometimes 4 or 5 just to get through the schooling. And in between, I have meals, breakfast, lunch, and then dinner, laundry. And I just do it because I'm so used to doing it. Royalty takes out the trash. He tends to the dog. He takes care of the dog's needs. So that's a help. Right. So he waters, feeds the dog. He just takes out the trash.
don't really have
So
to vacuuming or nothing. My vacuum is kind of hard to push. And
well, they can sweep the floor. Who sweeps the floor?
Yeah, for like the last 4 years, you know, with him having the 2 foot surgeries, he was incapacitated. He really couldn't do anything. He had like 3 years of physical therapy just to learn how to walk again. So I didn't really push it, and he still kind of has a little limp. You see him walking, he be gone. He don't be nowhere to be found. Huh? When you come over, he was gone, but he still has a limp. But yeah, I know I hear it all the time. I know. And we were talking about like spankings and stuff like that too. And I don't know. I just be talking, and then I'll say what I have to say and just reiterate what I said and say why it's not good, and God doesn't like you when you don't listen to your parents and you're being bad. And then I even have Santa Claus on my cell phone. Like I just made up a number and I have a picture of Santa, so that usually gets Coco. Like, I'm gonna call Santa. No. Like, I mean, I'm in the store and I'm like, and they just looking at me. You got a picture? And I show the people the Santa, and they go, that's a good one. Yeah. So yeah, I'll call Santa on Coco. That'll get her, or tell Papa. But I have a bad with her with the toys. But she doesn't pick up her toys. They're everywhere. So,
Does she have a toy, Jess?
No, well, we still haven't really put the house back together since my mom has the hospital bed in there from recovering from her hip surgery. So it's in shambles right now. But even once it gets back, I'm just, I don't know. I guess I focus so much. I be so done and tired and wore out with the school thing. I just pick up and do what I got to do and keep it pushing. But you're absolutely right. I had chores when I was a kid. We had to do everything: wash the dishes, wash clothes, sweep, take out the trash. So I'm not like when women say, "Oh, I would not," that's what the man is for. I don't know. I grew up, there was no boys in my family. I had a sister, so we had to take the trash out. So I am no stranger to taking out the trash. So my mindset is not built like, oh, I have a husband, like, oh, now he takes out the trash. Because my husband had a heart attack. And like he was having a episode just dragging the trash cans to the curb. So I took over that responsibility. So I drag it out, and then I pull them, but he pulls them in. He just told me to pull them up to the gate, and then he'll put them in the back, but they're empty, not full, and then you had to drag it through the rocks.
Well, you know what? I think whoever can do the task the best. I don't think that we really have to have male and female chores. You know, when we were coming up, our parents did that. Like I said, my mother did everything inside. My father did everything every side. But I'm looking at, if the man can do the mopping best, he can mop. If he can vacuum, he can vacuum. So, it's between you two what you do. Don't let people outside tell you how to do your relationship. It's what's best for the two of you. Right.
That's what, and that's what I do. Because when someone had found out that I was taking this, a girl, I was like, it's more to it behind it. Like, you don't let your house go because you're in some kind of gender role type of thing. Like, I just, my mother was a single parent, so I never saw a gender role. The man does this. Like, I was putting together, the carts and the TV stand, like anything my mom needed. Like, I was the handy person, and I had to help my mom figure out how to do stuff, and I would usually be the one to do it. I was driving when I was 9 years old. Like, my mom, like, I was advanced. So, like, I couldn't imagine royalty driving right now, but I was driving when I was 9 and he's 11. And I would not get in the same car with him behind the wheel. Because he might be pretty good. He's pretty good in those video games, so who knows? But definitely not Coco.
No, well.
So, yeah. And as far as, like, the discipline, I'm bad on that, too. I need to have more discipline. Not so much whipping, but just even like a timeout. Like, I just be like, okay, just say you're sorry, and then they're going about their business. I just squash it.
Is it disciplinary?
Oh, no. He's nothing but fun. So, they have to deal with me. I'm their grandmother, their mom, their school teacher, the principal, what else? The art teacher. Like, I'm everything. So they don't really know what they're going to get. Like, I have so many roles with them. It's probably confusing. But yeah, because I'm pretty strict as a teacher and learning. I don't take no mess. And when it comes to the school, I don't play that. So we got to do our ABCs and our 1, 2, 3s. But like everything else, I pretty much let slide.
Okay.
I don't really do too much because I'm up and down with that menopause, and I don't have to, might snap on. Yeah, I'm up and down. I'm struggling with the menopause right now, so I don't know. Like when I wake up and I'm feeling a certain way, I have it really bad emotionally wise. I don't know. I suffer from insomnia. Like I've had maybe this week, maybe 6 hours of sleep this week, and it's Thursday. I'm running on fumes, so like. Yeah. Get out my face.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I'm doing the best I can. We would love to know how you're dealing with if you're struggling in the home, chores or delegating chores. Let us know what you're doing in your home. And if you have any tips or tricks for me, like, girl, need your help. Need your help.
I know there's a lot of suggestions out there, so we do take your comment. We would look forward to your comment. And you can comment, we
love to comment.
I mean, constructive criticism is welcome. So
can I do a shout out? Mm-hmm. Okay, let me shout out to my one of my best friends, Elle of Elle Naturally. She has a YouTube channel here, and she is a great supporter of this podcast. So I just want to take a moment to say thank you for supporting me. Thank you for watching our channel, and thank you for commenting. But yeah, she's here every week, and she supports us. And she always says you're doing a great job, like we look pretty. And she really enjoyed she had a really good comment about the Martin Luther King. She said we did a really great job in the conversation. Oh, you did see that one? The conversation was great. So I thank you so much, Elle, for your feedback. Right. Thank you so much for supporting the channel.
Right, yeah. Well, I've been getting feedback because the pictures that you showed where I was at Martin Luther King's house.
Yes.
And the friend that was on the picture with me.
Yes.
She was looking and she said, "That's me."
She was on TV. You was on TV.
And that's what she said. She said, "I saw that." She said, I couldn't believe it was me. So she said she called everybody and said, "I'm up. Go look at the podcast."
Yeah,
so
she's on TV.
She did see it.
Okay.
And I have another friend, Mary, likes to be quiet about it, but she watches all of our episodes. So
let us know, leave a comment, and if we have pictures, we can throw up some of your pictures.
Right.
Like send us, text us something you're doing for the week. If you're gardening, if you're hiking, send us a picture, and we'll put it at the end of the podcast, and just let you see that we see what you're doing, we admire what you're doing.
Right.
Positive.
Right.
And we would love to show what you're doing out there in the world. So text us or email us. We have an email address on our podcast. Yeah, it's in the description box. Everything is located. We also have a website. So leave something there, and we will definitely get back with you and put up your pictures here on our podcast. Okay. So there was one more issue that I'm gonna say issue of ours, but it was just a subject that you brought up. We were kind of covering like being lazy.
People being lazy. Well, I guess people are lazy because they don't want to. I do call them lazy.
Well, our take on laziness. Let's put it that way. Your take on laziness.
But I think some people are just lazy because a lot of times your parents have done so much for you.
That would be me.
And then when you want to get on your own, it's like they don't know how to cope. And so they were talking about how many young men have been at their parents' house in their 30s and 40s. They've never been out there. They have a job, most of them, not all of them, but most of them have a job. But they're used to coming home, and they're used to getting the cooked meals, and the parents are doing the laundry. Parents, you don't have to do a grown mothers, because we love our sons. Come on now, let that boy do his own laundry.
That would be me,
girl. Please,
he don't like he
ain't going nowhere.
I don't know. He don't really talk about like he was like I'm gonna stay with you, Mima. What about going out and getting married? And that's the thing. We have spoiled them. And so if he's at your house, let him do the laundry. He needs to clean up after himself. That would be me.
He need to wash his own clothes. He needs to wash his own dishes and put them, at least clean the dish, rinse the dishes out and put in the dishwasher. Make him do that. but just don't let them stay there and do nothing. And so that's the laziness. And we've done this, and we need these men to be men. That's why these women are by themselves. We don't really want to be ourselves.
Right.
We want the man to take the lead. Come on now.
So I'm talking a lot of mama boys.
Yeah. Some of them, but this, I was proud of that. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I was proud of this quarterback who they said he was his mama's boy, but he recognized his mother when he got this trophy. Football. I haven't been watching football in a long time, but I was so proud that he acknowledged his mother.
Yes.
She's really been there. She has MS, and now he's going to go out to be pro. But she raised him. And I think he's really a good person. But you know what? Raise these kids to think about somebody other than themselves. Yeah. Raise these kids not to be selfish. And raise them to be able to do, because they give up too quick for me.
Yeah.
You know, I never thought about, when I got out on my own, I never thought about, well, if it doesn't work, I'm going home.
Right.
I never thought about that. I never thought about going home to stay. And so I think that we need to let these kids do more on their own.
Because we don't like
yeah, please. So yeah, I'm on your case, because my brother, and he wouldn't let some of his girlfriends know he could cook probably better than them, but he didn't let them know he could do that.
Because he probably
couldn't. And he probably could cook better than them. But but let these kids grow up, you know, raise them, train them, and train them to be good people and assets to this country, and not liabilities.
No,
you know?
Yeah.
So you know, I'm saying it. Yep, I
said it.
And my little cousins, I used to get on them. They know it. They'll tell you. So yeah, but you know,
we Miss Margie, I don't fool with you. 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 I just don't.
But that's
like, why?
That's just the way I feel. And it's not being hard on them, but they're not going to be with you all their lives. They need to grow up.
Well, I just have to think about, like, when a person that I'll be talking to, every time they talk to me, they roll their eyes. When you're like, and Cheryl, we need to go to the car. I'm like, Miss Margie, why you rolling your eye? Are you coming or you going? I'm like,
oh my goodness. Okay. We have a good
but we're sitting right here together. I know. I don't know what I would do without you.
What happened to my candy? She's supposed to bring me some candy.
Well, we didn't get to that part yet. We had to do that was the last thing, and then we were gonna go into the rapid fire.
Okay, you got rapid fire.
So yeah, I bought this candy. I had this bag of Nerds, the Nerds gummy clusters. And when I was getting ready, I was like, oh, I'm gonna take this and see if Miss Margie liked this candy. It's like the latest thing that the kids are eating. So you know what Nerds are?
I've never heard of
them. Okay, it's two candies in one. So Nerds are by themselves. They're like these little crunchy, you know, like kind of like Pop Rocks without the pop.
Okay.
They kind of like something like that. But what they did with the Nerds, they're loose little, just a whole bunch of balls. Like if you put too many in your mouth, you choke on them. No, they don't pop, but they kind of remind me of like Pop Rocks. So what they did with the Nerds, they attached them to a gummy.
Oh, I love gummies.
It's close to a gummy.
But
it's a gummy. But yeah, I'm gonna let you try it. But yeah, it's a 2-in-1. And see because you got a sweet tooth. So I was like, you might like them, then you might not. But look how they look. I don't have one too. And they're that's sweet. They're kind of sour.
Sweet and sour.
You don't like it. She said,
well, I'll eat this one. I like the gummies. They don't need the mix. See, that's what happens. They try to have so many different things out there. They should have left this alone.
I have some gummies. I should have bought. You like gummy bears? Okay, I'll bring you some gummy bears next time. But I bought some. I have a whole bunch of them too.
I like gummies.
Me too.
They should have left this alone.
So
maybe the kids like this.
That's a thumbs down on the Nerds.
You said this is new, so there's the kids.
They go crazy for those things. I had to hide them in my purse. They're in my purse. So she'll eat the whole bag. This is what she wanted. And this bag runs about $2 and some change. No, this is like $3 almost.
Well, they can keep that. That's okay.
All right, so we are getting to one of our favorite parts of our episode, of our podcast, is our rapid fire.
Okay.
You ready? Want me to go first?
No, you go.
Okay. So
You're deeper than I am.
I just got maybe 10. I don't know. Okay. So parade or museum?
Parade.
Talk show or podcast?
We've got a podcast, so podcast.
Okay, me too. I like the museum. But I like a parade too. I'm on the fence. You be like, I want one. I want
a
both.
friend of mine worked in the museum, so I used to go to the museum.
Yeah, I like. Okay. So, Zoom or actual meeting?
Actual meeting.
I like a Zoom.
I know people like Zoom, and I want to do the Zoom. I used to do it on the phone. So
yeah. Once we our show gets to where we know that it's going to go, we're gonna have to like Zoom in our guests. Like I'm working on learning how to do that. So so soon. But hopefully we're gonna have a guest before the end of the year, huh?
Right. Oh yeah, we will.
Oh, most definitely. I'm excited about that. Okay, so mug or glass?
Mug.
I like a mug too.
Because you can hold it.
Yes, amen.
But I like the glass with the store. I don't like the store.
I'm dropping things, so mug. Pantyhose or socks?
Socks.
Socks for me too. Yeah. I have a lot of pantyhose too.
I don't wear them.
Did you used to wear them when you went to work?
Yes, ma'am. That's why I don't wear them now.
Ranch or Italian?
Ranch.
I like Italian. I like ranch too.
I like Italian. Now they did have this burger that had the Italian kind of mixing with the sauce, and it was good. That hamburger was good.
Oh wow. Mm-hmm. Do you like hot wings?
No, yeah, I love hot wings.
Oh, I make some really good hot wings, girl. Okay, so I'm gonna invite you over to hot wings. Oh, ask my mom about them hot wings.
Okay.
Or my fried chicken. I can only fry the little drums.
The little drums.
I can't do big chicken pieces.
Right.
But I can fry the little pieces.
That's good.
Okay, so salt or seasoning salt?
Seasoning salt.
Seasoning salt, me too. Yogurt or cottage cheese?
Yogurt. You can have that cottage cheese.
It's nasty.
No.
They say you can mix it with eggs to make it creamier. It's gross.
They put it with Jell-O. They have cottage cheese and Jell-O. So I don't care what you mix it with. It's still nasty.
Even with the pineapple in it.
Still nasty. No.
My last one: chess or checkers? Checkers. Yeah. Okay. So I'm ready.
Oh, okay.
What you have?
Mine are not that deep. Okay.
You said they were deep.
They are not that deep. Okay. Okay. Chili cheese dog or cheese hamburger?
Ooh. I have to go with the chili dog. I like chili.
Yeah, I got to go with the chili dog too.
Ooh. Okay.
Shower or bath?
Shower.
I'd rather take a bath. I take the shower, but the bath, I have to take a bath at least once a week.
Wow.
I like that.
Do you use like bath bombs and stuff? You put anything in your water?
Oh, girl,
like bubble baths?
I have bubbles everywhere. And then I do have the and I still put the body wash. I love body wash and how it smells. So I still rub myself down with that, but I got bubbles all over.
Have you been to Lush?
What's that?
It is a bath store. Like they sell bath bombs and soaps and lotion. Lush.
Somebody took me there. I think they had all these different flavors and stuff.
Yes, I love that place.
It was overwhelming. It's too much for me to even look.
Oh wow!
But I have about 3 or 4 body washes in there now.
Ooh, okay.
So people have given me some, and I like that Dr. Teal stuff that smells really good. Okay, it's relaxing.
Aromatherapy. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like Dr. Teal's too.
Yeah, so I got that. But I have about
and they're affordable too. I like that.
I have about 3 or 4 of those in there.
Of Dr. Teal's products?
No, a different body wash.
Oh wow! Okay.
Yeah, so I have plenty of that. I like to smell good because perfume does not do well on me, but I like the body washes and stuff. But yeah, okay. Condo or townhouse? Condo or townhouse? Condo side by side, townhouse up and down.
Oh.
Townhouse.
I would say condo. because I'm getting to that age where I wouldn't go up the stairs. So I have to say a condo.
Yeah.
Oh, like a duplex. Okay, yeah, a duplex.
Well, it's really up and down.
Gen X, huh?
Yeah,
we call that a condo is a duplex.
Okay. Make your bed daily or weekly?
Daily.
Okay, me too.
That was a good one. I like the condo one.
Okay, I said chores for kids. Do you pay them, or you let them know that they're part of the family and that's what they need to do?
Oh, I'm gonna talk to the camera, and hopefully one of the kids are looking. I don't believe in paying.
Me either.
Like I got allowance when I was growing up, but I just don't believe it. No.
Well, I got an allowance, but it didn't say you wash the dishes $5 and stuff like that. How people are doing that now, they're doing it. But we got an allowance because we wanted to go to the movies or something like that. But they didn't pay us to wash dishes or do that.
If I was younger, maybe, but they're on my free time. So I mean, I'm the grandmother raising the kids, so I'm no.
Right. Well, and one lady was saying how she lets them say, come help me.
Right.
And make them think they're helping you, especially when they're young. And they love to help you when they're young.
Now,
they want to do everything.
Now, I do give them money, but I don't give them money. I don't pay them for doing stuff.
Right.
I just give them money so that they can start learning how to keep it counted.
Right.
Actual real money. Because we have the fake, the 10 money to count.
Oh, right.
But I teach Coco how to count real money. I don't do the fake stuff.
That's good. That's good. Then.
They have the little, it's like a cardboard thing and a little circle for the coin. I don't do that. I use real money.
Okay. And finally, change your sheets weekly or bi-weekly?
Weekly, every Friday.
Weekly.
Today is the day.
I watch every Saturday. Yeah. But that's it.
All right. I hope you guys enjoyed our little chit chat. This is usually the stuff that we talk about when we're on the phone, laughing and kikiing with each other. And this is just not us, like two people brought together or somebody hired somebody to do something. We're actually friends, and we're just doing this together and seeing where it will take us.
Yeah,
it's exciting.
And we really want you to get involved. We want your comments and everything. And because a lot of time people are home by themselves, and so you can get together. And I just think that if we would get out more among each other, we would treat people better, because we're all the same. I don't care whether you're black, white, brown, and yellow. We're all human beings, and were created by God, whether you believe it or not. And so, and there's nobody better than anybody else or less than anybody. We are all human, and we need to treat each other better. We need to love and respect each other. So that's what I'm about. And like I said, I want to get out there and I want to entertain more. I want to have people come over to my house like I used to. And so it's hard, but it's you can accomplish it.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah, so
I agree.
That's it. That's my spiel. That's my pitch. That was my pitch.
Well, thank you so much, guys, for joining us on I almost said our 10th anniversary, but that's what it feels like. I'm so excited about our 10th episode. We really appreciate you spending the time that you spent with us. It is a little long one this time, but thank you so much for your support. We love you guys, and that's it.
Bye.
Bye.
Have a good one. Okay.